Hi, my name is Andrew Westerman. I'm here at WISPAPALOOZA. On our stand, we're exhibiting our TIP Open Wi-Fi solution for the MDU market. We're here with our North American distributor and another ecosystem partner, Infusion. We're showing our complete solution for the TIP Open Wi-Fi MDU solution. We have the Infusion Enterprise router. We have our layer 2 switches from HFCL, along with a selection of our TIP Open Wi-Fi access points. We have our wall plate AP. We have our Wi-Fi 6 ceiling mount AP. We have our 4x4 Wi-Fi 6, and also we have our outdoor Wi-Fi 6 AP. And together, the whole idea is that we're offering someone a pre-configured solution for the Wi-Fi 6 TIP Open Wi-Fi MDU space, and to really make it easy for building owners and hospitality providers to provide open Wi-Fi into the MDU space.
Hi, it's Alan here from EPS Global. I'm delighted to be here at WISPAPALOOZA, one of our favourite partners, Edgecore Networks, and this is Tony. My first time at WISPAPALOOZA, and I've been amazed at how many people there are here. I mean, it's been great so far. What do you think?
Yeah, the traffic, I mean, the attendees have been, I think, increased this year over any previous year. And I've done this WISPAPALOOZA show probably the last 6 years in a row. So there seems to be a lot of people attending the show this year.
The other thing that struck me as well is how engaged the attendees are. They're really interested in what we have to offer, and they want to have conversations about it.
Yeah, it's one of the good things about the WISPAPALOOZA show is that you don't see people walking by going, hey, what do you do? The people that come by want to talk to you, and they want to know what you're doing and what's different, what's new.
And you have a lot of your products I see here. You know, which ones are you find that people are really interested in?
You know, we brought a whole bunch of disaggregated switching products. In the past, we've always done wireless products in this show. Right. So we've brought a whole bunch of disaggregated switching products along with the open Wi-Fi disaggregated Wi-Fi products. We're seeing a lot of interest in the switching products this year, and probably more so than the wireless products so far today.
So all this stuff is sort of coming together.
All of it coming together, yeah.
That's great to hear. And I'm with Derek from our good friends at ArchiTechs. So how's the show going for you so far, Derek?
This has been fantastic this year.
I found the audience has been really, really good for what we're doing. Are you saying the same?
I am, and it's the overwhelming request is that speeds are going up. And when speeds go up, you need gear to go with it.
I think it's really fortunate that we're sort of situated opposite each other here, because we've collaborated on some really interesting projects in the past, right?
Yes.
Would you like to talk about some of the projects that we've done together previously?
For the ones that I know of, from our point of view, because you're everywhere and we don't get into logistics, you've been able to deliver gear to our customers in the areas that we serve, which is we're active in 80 countries.
One that I can remember, and I think it's relevant to this audience here, was a service provider. I was Metalink as well. We worked with you on that one.
Metalink?
That was
it's been a great project.
Yeah.
And the cooperatives have been great projects.
Yeah. So that's great. So we're hoping to have some traffic come by our booth, and we'll send them over your way, and we're hoping that you'll send some over our way.
I always send people to you.
And we appreciate it. Thanks, Derek.
Hi, I'm Darryl Rhodes, Head of Pre-Sales for HFCL. Day 2 here at WISPAPALOOZA 2023. Looking forward to all of the attendees joining us in the exhibition this afternoon. Yesterday was an incredible day. Had lots of new customers, new contacts wanting to come and talk to us about open Wi-Fi, particularly in the MDU and hospitality environment. So that was really, really exciting. Hopefully today's going to be even more so. We'll build on that initial good start we had. And also yesterday took part in a panel discussion on open Wi-Fi in that MDU and hospitality market, which was really, really well attended. Some fantastic questions, and can't wait to follow up on that today.
Okay, so stay tuned at WISPAPALOOZA. I'm here with our friend Andrew from IP Infusion. It's our first time exhibiting here. I think it might be IP Infusion's as well.
It is. Yeah, the initial
foray into
display.
this market. Yeah, I've been really happy with the activity that we've seen. You know, what's IP Infusion feeling on that?
Yeah. Well, certainly the audience attendance has been phenomenal. I think, you know, being able to talk to the decision makers and the engineers, and you know, the quality of the people here has been great. A lot of the new topics we're learning about are managed service providers, how to leverage your existing network but get more sticky with customers with managed service, you know, offerings, Wi-Fi, managed Wi-Fi, for example, and a lot of talk about middlemine networks and MDU, the growth in the MDU space. It's been fantastic.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, a lot of what we're doing here over the last couple of days is sort of evangelizing this whole open networking concept and explaining to people what it is.
Yeah.
When they hear what it is, they're really, really interested in it.
They are.
And, you know, I know even just a couple of minutes ago, people are coming up here and they're asking us for quotes right off the bat.
Right. Yeah.
That normally doesn't really happen at these shows.
It's true.
What are the topics that people have been asking you about here? What are they particularly interested in?
Yeah, I think, you know, these smaller providers have to learn how to do more with less. And so how do I take, you know, a limited budget in some cases and maximize that, and some of them don't have the resources and the financial clout that the bigger service providers do. So, you know, combined with EPS's knowledge and experience and the white box and the hardware, you know, distribution and integration space, along with cost-effective software, we're enabling these service providers to do more with less.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing the same, and a lot of them are really interested in hearing about how they can get away from the vendor lock-in. Right?
Exactly.
This open network concept really appeals to them. But for the smaller guys who don't necessarily have a lot of resources, our ability to pull all this stuff together is really attractive for them.
That's right.
They don't need to figure out how does this all work together.
That's
you know,
right.
we can do that combined with you and with you know, with NetElastic, with HFCL. So I think that's working really well. So thanks, Andrew. Really appreciate it. I know we've one more day left. If it's as good as these previous 2 days, I'll be really, really happy.
Fantastic event. We appreciate you guys including us, and we've enjoyed participating with you here at the event.
That's great. Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it. Okay, I'm delighted to be joined by George Hechtman of Hechtman Venture Development here at WISPAPALOOZA. George, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, what we do is we formed a coalition of various professional service providers around the country, marketing firms, product development and sourcing firms, engineering firms, and so on, classic consulting firms as well. And I act as kind of a general contractor. You know, I'm fairly good at finding new clients or potential partners and gluing them together with other potential partners. So once we understand what a client's need is, we you know, I play the role of general contractor. So it's like if you were remodeling your kitchen, you would go to a general contractor who in turn, after hearing what your needs are and determining what you want out of that kitchen, will hire the right cabinet maker, the right counter maker, etc. So that's kind of how we operate on a cooperative basis. Our focus is primarily on consumer electronics and connected to consumer electronics. Some of our cohort companies have deep experience in things like IoT and home security and commercial security and marketing to rural networks. So it's fairly encompassing, but we're very focused on end user and consumer experience regardless of what the technology is.
So we've gotten to know you, George, through our participation in the panel on MDUs and hospitality, and it's clear to me that you have a very deep knowledge of the WISPA space, and I'm assuming that you've been coming to WISPAPALOOZA A
little
number of
on and
years?
off over the years. I really started actually just diving in seriously just a year ago
Okay.
to WISPAPALOOZA. Other than that, I'd go to an occasional WISP America or WISPAPALOOZA on kind of an ad hoc basis, but never quite involved with the organization. I've moderated a panel here today. I was on a panel with George Say of your company the other day. And so we, once we really join something, we get very involved.
And what changes have you seen over the years, in coming to WISPAPALOOZA and in the WISP market in general?
Well, I mean, what I'd call the attack of competing technologies. Particularly as, kind of the classic thing of, people like WISP, go and develop markets that, aren't attractive to some of the bigger companies, but they are attractive, once, the big markets have been built out. And we're seeing that here, with the whole issue with how BEAD funding is going to be done and the potential that now the larger players might overbuild. And so how do you counter that with new technologies and new solutions?
And a real focus on that, the discussions you and I have been having over the last couple of days is the open Wi-Fi from TIP. What impact do you think that could potentially have on the industry here, on the WISP industry?
Yeah, I think it's a very important development for the WISP. Again, kind of getting back to some of these government-funded programs, for instance, that call out, multi-dwelling unit, as a focus, because a lot of people that are unserved and underserved for economic reasons live in those types of environments. Plus, the people spending the money are going to be on budgets. That the industry is coming to that realization now that there's only so much money available for these things, and so to be competitive on price while maintaining enterprise grade importance, I think it's essential. A little bit of an evangelist.
You certainly are.
For a while.
And I think I see a real role for us as EPS Global in this space as well, enabling the providers to offer the open Wi-Fi and making it easy, pulling all this stuff together. The switches from UP Space, from Edgecore, the access points from HFCL, the controllers from the various vendors that we deal with. And we're seeing a lot of acceptance of that here as well. So it's been a great show for us.
Yeah, I would imagine so. And you've really kind of taken an innovative approach of, putting all this in a box, if you will, for
absolutely to really make it easy. And I think it helps us having evangelists like you spreading the word. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I look forward to collaborating with you guys. I really like what you're doing, and hopefully we can do more of that, bring some new folks into the stable, if you will, like we've accomplished already. And it's going to be an interesting year and a fun year.
Right. Thank you, George.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great, Alan. Thank you.